Hey guys, welcome back to Full Soul Travel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Marion, and this is a travel channel. I moved here from Los Angeles to Tanzania 7 months ago. So, this video is going to be about 10 reasons why Tanzania, leaving America and coming to Tanzania, has improved my life greatly. So I'm really excited. I love doing these updates because I've never really taken the time in my life to document or look how far I've come so much. And I've been doing this journey with you guys. So um, it's been such a cool ride. And I know a lot of my audience want to come to Tanzania, or they want to come to Africa, or they want to just leave America. Okay. And yeah, so I hope that I am a source for inspiration and motivation for that. So let me just, before we get started, let me just check who's in the live. Hello, Mumbo, Poa. How's everybody feeling? Hey there, Mumbo. Hi there. R-rated. Okay. Thank you. My locks are growing. They're growing a lot. They feel good. I'm happy about it. Hey there. Peace and love. Peace and blessings. Hi, Dada. Thank you guys for checking in on me. Can you believe it's been 7 months? Especially for those of you guys who've been here the entire journey. But you can always go back, rewatch the journey. Yeah, 7 months in Africa. Honestly, when I came here, I wasn't thinking about how long I was going to be here. So it's been a journey. It's been a ride, ups and downs, but it's been very worth it. I've had a lot of personal growth um, in the last 7 months. I think anytime that you step outside of your comfort zone and try something new, you have to grow. I believe it's like being replotted. It's like maybe the leaves were kind of brown, but it's like the roots were growing, but just needed a bigger plot. So pot. That's what I feel like Tanzania was for me. So let's see here. Greetings, Dada. Yes, greetings from one soul to another. So how's everybody feeling? It is Sunday evening here. Usually this time I do these live, so I know a lot of my audience is in America or in the UK. So it's morning or good morning or afternoon to you guys, or good evening. Sikawema to people who are in Africa or wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining this live. So let's get into these 10 reasons, because I was thinking about this last month, so really reflecting on how much my life has really improved. And I would say one of the reason number one, how my life has improved, is leaving the bubble, the matrix, so to speak, leaving the umbrella of the states and all that comes with it, like the mentality, um, the news, the media, um, just the day-to-day life, the stress that you feel when you're there, you do not feel here at all. At all. I mean, you have different stresses. Not saying this is a utopia. There are definitely different stresses, but being a black woman or black man in America and coming to into an African country where everyone looks like you for the most part. For the most part, it's a mix still, but for the most part, you're gonna see more people who look like you than not. Is a stress reliever. Like, it is so calming to know that you don't have, that you're not going to really have to encounter those racism, really. You're not going to really have to encounter racism. You may find maybe one or two people. I haven't encountered any racism here at all. But I'm not saying this not going to happen because there are other people here. But as a whole, being an American, what America is built on and what it's about, you will not experience that level of racism or microaggressions or just feeling like a fish outside of water. Here, you feel like you're swimming in the deepest oceans. You feel like you're completely at home. Here, particularly in Tanzania, that's the only country I can speak of because that's where I've been for the last 7 months. So, if you're just tuning in to the live, because I know a lot of people are just joining us, I'm Marion. This is Full Soul Travel, and I'm talking about my 10 reasons why leaving America and coming to Tanzania has greatly improved my life. And if you're watching, which I know you are, and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and please like this video. That helps out the channel greatly. I know like 60% of you guys watch the channel that are not subscribed. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. So, let me see. Thank you. I do feel blessed. I really do feel blessed because I feel like um, I chose this for myself and I was very intentional about it. Though I did not know what was on the other side of that decision, I have no regrets for coming to Tanzania. So, one of the second reasons why my life has greatly improved is the quality of food here is far better than anything you can get anywhere else in the West. As far as natural fruits and vegetables, and even meats or other things here. But particularly, I'm talking about like natural foods, whole foods. I have greatly benefited from this new lifestyle, being able to just walk down the street and there's like 10,000 fruit stands of really, really, really fresh, healthy, sweet, delicious, enjoyable fruit that's good for your body. I have been detoxing for the last 7 months. I still have a lot more detoxing to do, but that has improved my overall well-being, health, appearance, um, everything has improved from access to natural foods, natural and affordable foods. Um, yeah, that is like a huge, huge plus because I've lost nearly 70 pounds since I've been here. And that is pretty major. I still have more work that I'm doing on as far as where I want to be with my body. But I know that being here, I've been able to like shed off a lot of emotional um, trauma, a lot of things I was holding on emotionally back in the States that I just wasn't able to do there. So being here, just because of the lifestyle here, the poly lifestyle, the people are so kind here, just all of that has been detoxifying. The sun, um, being able to just look, I live across the street from the ocean. Like all of these little things really, really matter for your overall well-being, and for your overall health. And I think it's important as Black people for us to prioritize our health and our mental health as well. So, one of the third reasons why my life has been improved being here is I feel like it's Tanzania has opened up my heart more. The people here are so nice for the most part, not everybody, because that's just people. But for the most part, people here are so friendly, and everyone is saying mambo to you, or habari, or shikamo if you're older. Um, that aspect of being in Tanzania is so different from the States, at least from where I was in LA, it's like people are just like focus on their life themselves. You don't really take the time to greet other people, to acknowledge other people. Um, you feel seen here, and I think that that is healing, especially coming from a place where you're being seen is a negative thing. It's a threat. It is. It's disturbing to people to see yourself, to see you as a Black person. But here, it's like you're seen because of who you are, because of your beauty, because of just being African versus being a threat. So I love that part of being here. That is amazing. If you've been here, you know if you're Tanzanian, you know. I also love how I love love Swahili language. It's very like singy songy. Like it's like I'm still working on like my pronunciations of different words, but it's like for instance, some of my friends are making fun of how I say sawa, because I would pronounce it more American, like sawa, but it's like sawa. I think I'm probably still saying it wrong, but it's like more like the inflations are up and down. It's like more singy songy, if that makes any sense. So if you're just tuning in to the live, I'm Full Soul Travel. Thank you so much. So yeah, 7 months in Tanzania. Um, yeah, pretty big. But okay, so let's see. I think I'm on the third reason now. No, I'm on the fourth reason. So I said leaving the matrix, the food, and then the people. So for me, the fourth reason that my life has improved is the ability to experience new culture, and then the ability to travel within Tanzania. I travel a lot here, in different places. I've been exploring this beautiful country, which I plan on doing more of, and I have more videos, travel videos coming up of Tanzania. But I don't think people realize how dope of a country this is. I think that what's shown in the media of Tanzania as far as tourism is obviously you have Kilimanjaro, that is the big mother, and then you have Zanzibar, you have Arusha, Serengeti, you have the safaris. But Tanzania is a gem. Like there's so many hidden, beautiful places that I've had the privilege and honor to explore, and that I'm also going to be sharing with you guys, just to just so you guys can see how beautiful this country is, because it is mind blowing. I mean, I don't want to tell you too much because I have a whole video coming, but there's going to be a couple of travel videos that are coming up soon, and I really hope that you guys watch it, and then not only watch, but if you have the opportunity to go to some of these places, um, it's amazing. So let me see. So it's mostly French speaking, huh? No, Swahili here. What is he talking about? How's everybody feeling today? Thank you. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out like my full plan, how long I'm gonna be in Tanzania. But I know that for now it's gonna at least be a year. I would love to stay longer term to make it a base, but I still am a traveler. But I could see myself living in Tanzania, like having a home here. So that's something that I am working towards figuring out how I'm gonna like make that transition to whether it be through business or residency. Um, yeah, so I'm still figuring that out. But you guys will see, you know, when it gets to a year, hopefully I'll have like a decision about what I want to do as far as that. But let me see. Okay, so the next reason I feel like my life has improved, and it's kind of piggybacking on like what I said about just the people are so friendly. I feel like I've just expanded my network, and I've also kind of stepped out the box. This is kind of like two two reasons in one, but I've definitely expanded my network as far as people that I've met here, and not even particularly from the diaspora, because I haven't met too many people from the diaspora. I've met a few people, and but I've met a lot of Tanzanians. I feel like I have a lot of good relationships with Tanzanians. That has helped to open me up and expand. And even I will say, in like into another reason of why it's improved my life, I would say that even within the diaspora, it's the type of people that I've met here, you meet more like-minded people. I would say that out of my friend group or out of my family, I'm like the only one who's trying to move to Africa like that, really. Um, and being able to have conversations with people that kind of think and feel the same way you do, where it's like you're not just the lone wolf trying to create a different life for yourself. That is very, very refreshing. Um, to have other people to kind of like reflect off of what you want for your life, and to be surrounded by other people that want something similar, that want to create a new life for themselves on the continent. That is something that is rare, because I feel like all these individually rare people that come here are like linking up, which is so dope. Especially because in the States, it's kind of hard to do, because a lot of people they don't want to leave, and it's to each their own. But I've always said, and I've said this on a couple of my other lives, is there's always something on the other side that's for you. Like when you step outside of your comfort zone and you leave it alone and you explore, you're gonna gain so much more than you would if you stay. And and if you do, and if you are afraid to like leave and start something new, just know that like everything you knew back there is gonna stay back there. You're not missing out on anything. You're just gonna open yourself up to more things. So yeah, I can't believe it's been 7 months. This July was a crazy month. It was actually a very challenging month for me, but yeah, it's August. Can you believe how fast this like year has gone by? It's it's almost 2022. That's crazy. So much has like changed here. I mean, from just even like being here to the death of Martin Food to the new president to like now these new changes that I'm not going to speak about publicly, but you can put one and two together. I mean, things are changing so rapidly. It's just going to be really interesting to see how life is going to be next year with travel, with working, with all these new regulations that they're putting upon people. Um, see, thank you. It does feel like a milestone. If I was with child, I would almost like birth the baby. But yeah, it does feel like an accomplishment, um, a celebration. It feels good, especially because it's like you know where you were. Like you, at least for me, I keep thinking about like where I was exactly a year ago, and like what I was telling myself to even get here, the mindset, the things I had to go through to kind of like leave. It was hard. I felt like I don't know if you guys know, but I had a ticket for November. I was supposed to be here like right after Thanksgiving, um, and everything was falling apart. Everything was literally falling apart, and I had to. The flight got canceled, so I had to change the flight, and then some of my other plans I had to like pushback, I ended up like moving across country just to turn around and move back to LA. I just had like a lot of roadblocks and challenges, and I just felt like overcoming those things was like, how bad do you really want to? Do you really want to go here, or do you want to, you know, not? So I had to overcome a lot of adversity even before I was able to get here. And I will say, since I've been here, I haven't felt that many challenges. The major challenges was the language barrier is a huge challenge, and then finding the right people that you can trust. I think that that takes a lot of time. And even still, like, I'm not sure if everybody in my life I could trust, but it just takes time to find those good people. And there are good people out here for sure. There's a lot of genuine people here. But you kind of have to like weed through people. That's just the way that it goes. But it was a journey leaving the States just to get here. And I mean, I don't know if you guys know this or how much you watched some of my previous videos, but hours before my flight, I sprained my ankle to the point I could not walk. And I did not have all my stuff packed. And luckily, my friend was on her way to kind of help me pack, and she had to literally do everything because I couldn't. It was like that. It was a really bad sprain to the point like any kind of pressure was. Oh, it was really bad, and I just felt so overwhelmed. I was just like, how am I gonna travel for three? It was pretty much like 3 days because I was coming from Los Angeles and I had to fly into New York. Um, so that was like, oh, and I was supposed to go to New York for like 5 days because most of my friends live in New York, and spraining my ankle, and I had to push back some stuff and just trying to get stuff ready. I kept having to like delay my time, and then I sprained my ankle, so it was like a good thing that I wasn't pre-booked for New York. Um, But yeah, that journey just from LA to New York to Doha to Tanzania was really, really tough on a sprained ankle. And then it felt very uncomfortable having to be in a wheelchair, just like psychologically. Um, that was a lot. But I will say that being here that first week or so, I mean, my ankle healed so fast. It was like instantly. It was just from, and in January, it's like the hottest month here. So it was so hot and humid, sweating. I was detoxing. So my body really adapted to the climate here really, really well. Um, so I was able to kind of heal fast. But yeah, but now I'm good. No sprained ankles. I still do worry about spraining my ankles sometimes when I be going on these hiking trips. But yeah. Anyways, where was I at? I forgot what I was talking about. I have to top up on my phone because I don't want the data to run out. And I forgot to do that. So just bear with me for a second. You guys could chat in the chat room. If you have any questions, also feel free to let me know. Questions, comments, as long as they're not like super personal about like my personal life, like romantic life. I don't talk about stuff like that. I have to put in my boundaries because I used to get a lot of questions about how to do this. Hold on for a second. That's another thing that's like different from here because in the States, it's like you just pay. I feel like my cell phone bill, it's like you pay $100 a month and you don't have to, it's just like unlimited fast speed internet. It's not like that out here. Um, it's definitely a little bit more expensive for high speed internet out here. Um, so there's an app here. It's called, well, they have a Vodacom app and then they have like an M-Pesa app. And you can top up from this app. So I just go buy a bundle. Actually, right now, I think I'm going to do like a 90-minute bundle, which is like high speed internet for 90 minutes. Yep. Okay, we good. We back. I still don't want to lose you guys. But yeah. How many of you guys been watching since the beginning? Like, since I got here? Or where did you guys start? When did you guys find me? When did you guys start watching Full Soul Travel? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested to see how far along the journey you guys have been on with me. So let me just get into the next reason why Tanzania has improved my life. I definitely will say the ability to have time to rest in because a big part of my journey coming here was really focused on my health and my well-being, so and weight loss. But having the time to rest, sorry, hold on. Having the time to rest here, and it's something that I felt actually very guilty for. But hold on me, sorry. Yeah, but having the time to rest, I think that especially as women, as Black women, but in the States or wherever you are in the world, I mean, even people here, the people here work so hard. But I think sometimes the ability to rest could be is an actual luxury because you know you gotta put food on the table, you gotta grind, you gotta do this and that. But kind of setting myself up to not have to grind as hard and just kind of giving myself some time to rest. It's that has improved my overall like well-being 100%. Okay, so one of the next reasons I feel like how my life is improving here is being able to contribute to community here, to really work on a project. If you guys don't know, I started this project, and I call it Community Day, working with an orphanage here in Tanzania in Mbezi called Watoto Watu, Tanzania. So we've pretty much done 3 projects. So we have one more project at the end of this month, and just the ability to serve is important to me. Serve the needs of other people, but also kind of bring other people along because a lot of people do want to go to places and travel and give back. So setting up a space for other people to kind of have that fulfillment here has improved my life. But it's also helped to improve other people's lives along the journey. So I think like you don't realize in general the impact that you have by trying to not just think about yourself, but think about other people in different ways. You can hold on, there's a mosquito. Oh Lord, you guys should already know I have mosquitoes in my apartment at night. But yeah, finding different ways that you can. I don't want to just say give back, but just give of yourself, because it's not just like a giving back thing. It's like it's mutually beneficial. So that has improved my life a lot. It's challenged me because taking on like a leadership role and organizing and fundraising and all those things have really challenged me a lot and yeah, helped to expand me. That's what the journey is all about. So, oh, I love you. It's my auntie, mama, best friend. It's always now I'm like shy because I'm like I don't. It's different like when you don't know who's on the other side, but like now your family's watching. Anyways, thank you, auntie. Let me see. Hi from India. Welcome to the live. Spent a lot of time in India. Love India. All over. All over. So yeah, that has helped me a lot. The giving back has helped me tremendously. A lot, a lot. So please check out those videos, and we're still fundraising for our remodel at the end of this one, which is dope. I don't know, you guys. I got really shy because my aunt is on this live. Ah, okay. Yeah. So one of the next reasons why I feel like my life has improved is I would say the my relationship with myself. Whenever you're like on a healing journey, you will have different triggers that come up. So just bringing more like awareness to myself, and then awareness of other people and how you like treat people, how you operate, how you move in the world. When you travel, you're able to get a bigger sense of that versus like when you're in your same environment. You have to do a lot of work to bring up that awareness, but being here, a lot of those things stick out like a sore thumb. So I've been able to kind of like see myself more and just work on different parts of myself that I didn't even know I needed work on. Definitely, I've been able to. Oh my gosh, she said I'll hang up. Thank you. There's no hanging up. You can still watch. Uh, yeah. Sorry, you guys. I got really distracted. Anyways, let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments or questions, comments, whatever. Let's start a dialogue. A lot of you guys have checked in. Let me know where you guys are watching the live from. Something pop up on my screen. Let me see. Oh, thank you. I just really try to be myself. But thank you so much. I've been getting that a lot lately. So I'm really working on, I feel like this month, I'm really working on like my heart chakra and my receiving of things. So that's not always the easiest for me to do. But thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, Kaka, Habari. What is Bootsa? I thought you're from King Adoni. What is that? Busa. Is that an area here? But thank you for joining the live. He was actually my first live guest. Checking the channel. Camera. Anyways, what was I saying? I got distracted. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so another reason that I feel like Africa or Tanzania or even just being here has improved my life is YouTube. Publicly putting myself out there. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm actually very, very shy. But I've like pushed through my shyness a lot. I mean, sometimes I still can't even believe that I'm putting myself on the internet. It's weird. But coming here and building a community of family with people has improved my life because I was missing a lot of that in the States. I mean, my family, my personal family is like all over the place as far as like spread out. But in general, I think that people just do their own thing, you know. It's like your friends, you get older, you kind of grow apart, different things happen. So it's nice to connect with people who are interested in this in similar things, that want similar things, even if you just have a desire to travel, to watch somebody that is traveling, to be inspired by that or motivated, or even, I mean, even if it's just like here in Tanzania, through Tanzania, and like being inspired to travel throughout Tanzania, because this is such a great country. Big shout out to my auntie for sending me my chlorophyll. Drink this every day. Mm. I don't know if there's chlorophyll. I get asked that all the time if there's chlorophyll out here. I haven't seen it at all. Hey there, Habari. You do great. Yeah. Oh, thank you. But I am shy. I have to uh, not think about who's watching, because when I'm creating content, I'm not thinking about who's receiving the stuff, like who's actually watching it. Um, but it's still something, like I still haven't even like really told people that I know that I'm on YouTube. It's just been like family, few family, and like some friends. I still haven't told like a lot of people that I'm on YouTube, because I still feel very shy about it. But I do enjoy creating content. I do enjoy, um, obviously, traveling, but I also really enjoy these conversations. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Especially like this, the end of this month is going to be the last project for now that I'm personally going to take on. But I think it's going to be the most impactful and rewarding, because you know, where you sleep. I mean, I think about like when I was a kid, like my mom always decorated my bedrooms and like how I felt. But to give these kids like a new bedroom and a place to wake up every day and to feel good about themselves, and like, you know, even be more prepared to have better sleep for school. And if you watch one of my last videos on the community day, I had the actual founder of Watoto Watu was on it, and he told me like where some of these kids have come from, like the trauma that they've endured. And when I'm around them, I don't feel any of that. Like they just are so loving. They're so excited and alert and willing to help and just work hard or play hard, all of that stuff. You don't even see the trauma on them, which is a testament to the orphanage, and it's a testament to the people that show up, because I'm not the only one. There's people who are constantly volunteering, showing up and donating. Um, it's really that sense of community, but like a village. That's one of the things that I noticed about here that was actually culture shock for me, is like when I'm walking in my neighborhood, I'll see little kids walking by themselves. Like the first time I actually noticed it, it was like, and I don't know how old the kid was, because people here are much shorter, so they look like a 10-year-old can look like a 5-year-old as far as height. So I don't know the actual age, but it looked like a 3-year-old. Like maybe it was like a 6-year-old, but it looked like a little 3-year-old. And the child was the Watoto, Matoto was walking behind these two women. So I thought that they were together. And then the women crossed the street. So then the baby was just still walking by himself. And I was just like looking around like, are they coming back? And then they went home to this whole other street. This little kid has a little backpack on. He was just like walking, like he just knew exactly where he was going. And I was just like, I wasn't following the child, but we were walking in the same direction. And he just was like pretty much walking himself home. And then I started to notice like groups of children, young age, like maybe first or second grade, walking home together, and then you'll see like one or two walking by themselves, or like a pair walking by themselves. And then I was like, that's really weird. Like, that's really unsafe. But this is like my mentality from the States, because there's so many perverted, dangerous people that prey on children. And, but then I was talking to somebody, a local here, and it was like, no, like they're walking by themselves, but everybody else is watching them. They're not really alone. It's like the community is watching them, though they're walking by themselves. And I was like, wow, that is such a concept, because, you know, you hear about like it takes a village to raise a child, but you don't actually see that. But here you really, really do see the village raising the child here versus at least what I've experienced. So, um, and that's what I also see with the orphanage, to see these kids, there's some of the trauma and the things that they've been through, but to know how much love heals. I talk about this channel, this other channel, a lot on some of the lives, but there's a channel called The White Underbelly. I think I'm saying it wrong. Someone will correct me in the comments. But it's this guy, Mark. He's a photographer. He interviews people on Skid Row in downtown LA. If you don't know what that is, it is downtown LA was known for Skid Row, which is where a lot of homeless people. You'll see a lot of in camps of homeless people, former drug addicts or drug addicts, prostitutes, pretty much the type of people that people overlook and they think, oh, they're like nothing. He interviews these people and he really like humanizes them. And I'm like, I can't watch it all the time because a lot of these episodes are really heavy, but I've seen enough and I've followed enough people's journeys to see how much childhood trauma really, really F's people up, excuse my French, and how much love is needed. And all these people, from people who are homeless or people who are strung out on drugs, prostitutes, pimps, hoes, whatever they all have the same story of like being a child and not having the adults around them show up for them. So to know what some of these kids have gone through here in Africa and in Tanzania, and to know that they've been placed in these orphanages and that they are surrounded by love and that you can come and just like love on them and know that that's going to leave like an impact and that's going to be healing, so that they don't then turn out to be how some of us in the States have become, because there is that sense of community. And every time I go, there's so many other, besides the diaspora that shows up, there's so many locals that come back, or there's a lot of the kids that grew up there that are now adults. They'll come back and just volunteer and just give up their time. And they tell me the impact that they had just being raised here. Like there's this guy that, the last one that I went to, which that video is coming up this week, and he was like, yeah, I was in an orphanage here and now I'm like getting my bachelor's degree in accounting. It's like stuff like that. It's just like, it's heavy. It's really heavy. But let me see. Oh wait, somebody corrected me. Yes, The White Underbelly. It's a great, it's a great series. He does a great job because I think in the States, the mentality, or just in general, people overlook underprivileged people overlook people who are strung out on drugs, or even if you're selling your body, there's a reason for everything. People just aren't just born that way. There's a lot of trauma that's attached to that. So knowing that even here you can make some impact with children that have gone through similar traumas, and help to improve their lives. I mean, to me, I feel like I've accomplished a lot in 7 months that that wasn't even part of the plan. So let me see what you guys are talking about. Grown so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Um, from the UK. Oh, I love my sugar cane. I got some last night from Ali. Yes, he's really famous in this neighborhood. I met somebody else over here and was like, yeah, they know Ali. Anybody in Masaki, Ali sugarcane juice. That's not even the name of his business, but I don't know what the name of his business is. But he's on Slippery 10 Slippery Road. So if you're coming here to visit, you definitely want to go there to get your sugarcane juice because it's bomb. Still waiting for the video on Ali. Yeah, I need to ask Ali if he'll do a video with me. Because I'll do like a few little like shots with him, but he's so interesting because I spend a lot of time over there and I just like to observe. He's a solid dude. He's a real solid dude and a smart businessman. Yes, I agree. They're great kids. Yes, she was there, the first one. Yep, that's refreshing. I mean, to me, it's like I want to raise my children, but they don't have to worry about that because I was definitely taught as a child you don't talk to strangers, you don't get in cars with strangers, you definitely don't walk by yourself anywhere. Um, that's not the case here. I'm not saying the kids are getting in cars with strangers, but I will say so. If one of my like weekly vlogs that I do, I am really attached to like all the people in my neighborhood. Now I've built a lot of good relationships. So the Fundi, which is like the tailor in my neighborhood, he's taken in a lot of stuff for me because I've been losing weight and I really am not trying to buy any new clothes until I get closer to my goal. But I was over there one night, and I don't know if I shared this story, but I was over there I was waiting for him to finish something up, and there was like these local kids that lived like in the building, like right next to his shop, and they just all came over into the shop, and they literally like all jumped on me and was like hugging and like looking at my phone, and they were just like so excited and happy. And then I started seeing those same neighborhood kids, and like one of my friends was here, and they would just run up to her and hug her, and she would pick them up and spin them around. Like they didn't have like that. You don't do that with strangers. Like in America, like somebody will grab the child before you don't ever want your child to just go hug on a stranger or anything like that. Um, yeah, I was just like, that was like surprising to me, just how like free they are and like they don't have that. What's the word I'm looking for? They don't really have. They don't have to deal with what we have to deal with in the States. They could just be children and know that like adults are going to look after them and care about them. I mean, I was even this another time I went back. I think I put this in a vlog. Maybe I didn't post that vlog because I'm really backlogged. But I was just sitting waiting for the Fundi to. I think they were taking in something of mine, and this little baby. She was with her dad, and she was so cute. She had like her snotty nose running and all that stuff. She had a really cute white dress on. And the dad just hands me the baby. Like, just gives me the baby to hold. That would never happen in the States like that. It's just like you don't give your baby to strangers. And I was just holding the baby. The baby was fine. She wasn't crying. She was just looking at me, and the dad was just like smiling, watching, and that was a really nice moment. Um, That was a very nice moment. It felt like very good because children have like such a pure like essence and energy to them, and you get so much love from children. And I feel like I needed that. That was really sweet, very very sweet. Let's see. He from there, laugh aloud. I don't know what that means. That's probably I don't know. I was talking a lot. Mm, that is true. Um, what you're doing is often associated with the Mzungu, so it's good for the kids to see someone that they can relate to. Yeah, yeah, I agree. And then, especially because it's not just me that's showing up. I'm not doing all the work, so it's like so many, so many people have been showing up. And the last one we did had more men. I had two men that showed up, which I think that the male presence is needed because they really take on to they really listen to men. They I think that it's just needed. And then the time before, my friend Cindy came, that was really good. But yeah, so if you're watching this and you want to be a part of this and you are a man, um, please email me. Put it in the comment, volunteer, man or woman, whatever. But I would love to have. We're gonna need more hands for this next project because it's gonna be like removing furniture, painting, decor, putting in the bunk beds, all the stuff. So if you're gonna be around the end of August, please email me. Same in Caribbean countries, children walking right around the bus lawn. Yeah, it's kind of like that in New York a little bit too. Kids would be, but they're a little older. They'll just be walking around by themselves. Oh, that's how we grew up in the '70s. Okay, but it definitely wasn't that like that in the '90s for sure. But yeah, a lot has changed, so it's good to see that some of those good qualities are still here in Africa. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, that is what is the common thread that I've seen on those with the white underbelly because he pretty much asked everybody like what was their childhood like, and you really see how much childhood trauma affects you as an adult. I mean, even me, I'm doing a lot of like inner child healing, inner child trauma. I mean, luckily I was blessed. I've received a lot of love and I don't have, anything as serious as some of these other people, but it still really affects us how we're raised and how we receive love and how we're able to give love as adults. Oh, I'm glad you made it too. Hey, sis. Hope to see you soon. Um, I'm glad you made it too. I'm seeing a lot of new names on the live. You guys make sure you like and subscribe. Um, that's important. I really should make somebody. I don't even know how to do that. How to make someone. I'm not gonna figure that out right now. You're so right. American would do that. I had to adjust that as well. Yep. Yep. And your kids adapted really good, and they fit right in with all the kids at the orphanage too. Oh yeah, they did. They loved them so much too. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Hi. How are you doing? Mm-hmm. They really did, especially I think it was your daughter. She was like going to the market with them. I think I even asked her to get me like a soda or something for somebody. And she was like, oh, I can go get it. Give me the money. Like she was so comfortable. I was like, didn't you just get here? But yeah, she adapted really well. I'm sure they miss Tanzania now that they're back in the States. But yeah, 7 months here. I feel like I went on a little tangent because I had a whole list and I don't know what number I'm on. Yes, she did. She's definitely has a natural leader's energy too. Ooh, that is a topic that I don't know if I want to talk about on my channel, but I do talk about it amongst my friends here, especially my Tanzanian friends. But if you guys don't know, let me just make sure the autofocus is off. If you guys don't know, the president here did receive her jab, and that America has a strong interest in vaccinating people here. I think 1 million are coming. So, but I think for right now, it's just essential workers or whoever wants to get it. But from what I have gathered from some of my friends and from the locals, I don't think it's going to be mandatory. But then I don't know because I don't run this country, so I have no idea. But I just know what the world agenda is, and you could just kind of put one and two together as far as those things. But I like to kind of steer away from those topics for now, just because this is such a public platform and you don't know who's watching. And I have very strong opinions that I don't really want to vocalize. So, at least publicly, because for a lot of people, it's very triggering because some people strongly believe in it because so many people are dying from it. It's just a very sensitive topic, and I like to keep my stuff a little not as uh, intense regarding that. Yeah, no problem. Hmm. Well, I'm glad you're coming in December. I don't know if I am still gonna be doing it in December as far as the community days, but maybe we'll see. But definitely, I'll put anybody in contact with Watoto Watu. Um, if you want to go and volunteer, you can go on your own. You don't have to go with us. You can go bring whatever you want, or I mean, pretty much you can kind of do what I've been doing if you want to do that, if you want to have it ongoing. For me, I have a lot on my plate, and I didn't realize how much work uh, taking on this project was going to be. So I'm just committing myself to this last project until I decide something else. But I'll definitely still go visit. But as far as like organizing people and like fundraising, this is it. This is it for now. But yeah, because I get a lot of people that do want to volunteer. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated if I do plan on continuing it going into December. But reach out to me. You can email me and I will send you the information. But there's so many uh, opportunities here to do stuff like that in Tanzania or anywhere in the world. This is not my first time. Like, I just like to, at least when I travel to places, donate, like the whole tithing aspect of it, like donate 10% of my time to giving back to the community. So the first time I did that was in Jamaica. I actually went with the nonprofit and we're in Trulani, Jamaica, and we did like an art summer camp, which is really cool. The nonprofit is called As One Charity. And then when I went to India, I volunteered with NGO there for 2 weeks. I have a few of those videos, those are like a first couple, the only videos I really posted on my channel about India. I didn't really post all these other videos that I have in India, but all of that stuff is rewarding. Like it's, I think about all of those kids that I've met, and it's something that I want to. It's something that is within me that I'm gonna do wherever I go. Is find somewhere to kind of give back and help and contribute, or whatever I can do in any country. So, but yeah, it's just something, maybe if you never even really thought about doing that, when you travel to, maybe bring some extra stuff with you, and then find an organization. It doesn't have to necessarily be with children. It could be with women. It could be with disabled people. It could be with mentally challenged people. Whatever you kind of like are gravitating towards, I think that just that giving energy is important, because that is how we keep the good energy flowing in the world. Yes. So I did talk to them about that, and that actually I was talking to the manager there. He said it is possible to adopt the children, but the children aren't really being adopted in these orphanages. Um, yeah, because I think he was saying that people are adopting more babies, but yeah, they're not really being adopted. So, but it's possible. I don't know what the channels are. Maybe when I go back, I'll ask him and just maybe do it like a separate video, because you may go there and you see someone that you want to do life with, raise them, and like give them a different life, give them a home to live in and like to be nourished. If that is like a calling for you, but it is something that I think is needed and is overlooked, because at the end of the day, it's still, though it's a family structure, there's nothing like having like your own family nucleus, like having someone take you in. I don't, I just know that some of the people that I know who've been adopted, it's like that is their family. It doesn't matter. It's like, it doesn't matter that they're not blood. It's the love that is important. So yes, it is something, and I will try to do a video on that. So thank you for that suggestion. But also email me if you have more questions regarding that, and then I can put you in contact with the orphanage to see what the whole process is, if that's something that you're interested in. So how long have I been on this live? For an hour, okay. Not too shabby. But I don't think I'm gonna stay on much longer because, oh, okay, yeah. So my email, I'm just gonna put it here, full travel. And just do me a favor, whatever you are emailing me about, put in the title. And I'm gonna ask you guys to be mindful when it comes to emailing me. If it's not related to Tanzania, and if it's not something that's like positive, don't email me. Like, just don't. But if you want to volunteer, please put the title of volunteering. If you need relocation assistance, please put that in the description. Just like whatever the subject is, because some of the emails get overlooked. I look at some of them, but then I've gotten so many weird emails. I'm like, I don't really have the energy anymore. So, but after these lives, a lot of people email me. So whether it's like volunteering, adoption, or like I just watched a live, I have a question. I also do consulting for people who are moving here. So you can put all that stuff in the live. And if you do have questions about moving here, please respect my time, because I put a lot of content and information out there, but I'm not going to be answering Googleable questions. You can book a conversation with me. if you don't want to do your own research. So just a little boundaries. But yeah, you're more than welcome to email me at Full Soul Travel about, about those things. Let me see. Didn't I just say? Okay. I'm not talking about my dating life in Tanzania. That's a big no for me. I won't answer those kind of questions. I used to answer them, but going forward, I have to have a sense of privacy, and I just don't want to talk about that. But thank you. If I was there, I would love to volunteer. Yeah, I would love that too. But you can also, there's a GoFundMe. Maybe let me find the link and put it here. Hold on. Okay. I will put the link for the GoFundMe. If you can't volunteer, let's see. Where is share? Okay. Copy. Okay. Here's the link for the GoFundMe right here. And then all the information of what we're doing with the funds and like what we're buying is in the GoFundMe. Let me see. What are you talking about? Welcome to CZ. You'll enjoy the fruits. Yeah, the fruits are amazing here. Amazing. I can literally just eat a fruit diet here. It's so good. It really is. Yeah, that's the GoFundMe right there. Okay, cool. But yeah, 7 months in TZ, down 70 pounds too. Yeah, it's been a wild ride, but I also feel like Tanzania is a great place to. I feel like Tanzania is like kind of easier to network. I just have met so many people here. So, whatever industry you're in or you want to start something, I think it's a great place. It's a ton of opportunity, and I think people are like eager for newness here. I think people are like open to, may take a while to adjust, but I think people are like open to trying new things. Yeah. Oh, that's why I didn't get that whole. Y'all are funny. I didn't get the whole you loved. I was wondering why he was saying you enjoy the food here. Yeah. So, let me see. But you guys, I think I'm gonna take a couple more questions or comments from you guys and in this live soon. So let me know if you have anything in particular, and if you don't want to put it in the chat, email me. Like I said, leave in the subject what. Let me learn how to speak. Leave in the subject. Leave in the description. You know what I'm trying to say. Tell me what you are taught the email is about in the subject, please. Whether it's volunteer, relocation, or whatever. But no, like, are you single questions, or I want you to move to Ghana and marry questions. Please don't do that. Which is my favorite fruit? Here I would say between what I always buy is the watermelon and the pineapple. Those are like my two favorite fruits here. And then obviously the sugar cane. Sugar cane is not a fruit though. Yeah, some fruit. But those are my two favorite fruits. I'm not really into mango. And it really sucks that I cannot eat bananas because bananas are in abundance here, especially when you go like into Kilimanjaro region, Moshi. I just got back from Tonga, which that's gonna be a really dope video. I was in the Imani Forest and they kept bananas were everywhere, and I literally can't eat bananas or avocados. It makes me like physically sick. So yeah, please give us the robe in the background. Uh, that's from when I was in India. I got so much stuff made, and this is made in India. I just tell you, this art. Yeah, I love it. It's actually my favorite piece that I own. How is Swahili language going for you? You know, I'm learning still Kidogo, but it's improving. Okay, so you're gonna see this video. I'm always like giving you guys previews to videos that I take forever uploading, but I went on a trip with a bunch of Tanzanians this past week, and I told them you don't have to explain everything to me in English unless I'm really like, what did you say? Because I've been really working on like trying to listen and like I can, how you communicate is not only through hearing words, but it's like, um, what is it? How people say things, how they look, like just the tone, all of those things. Like I feel like all my senses are like triggered when I'm hearing a conversation in Swahili. But I started to communicate with like my the security guard because he don't speak no English. I don't speak no Swahili for us to like go back and forth. But somehow we've been able to communicate. Or like the fundi, he definitely don't speak English, and I definitely can't have the conversation with him in Swahili. But the last couple times I've been going, he's speaking straight Swahili to me, and I'm understanding him somehow. Like not like verbatim, but I'm like, okay, I can like respond back to him. So I'm realizing the more I hear stuff, even though I may not know the words or know how everything is pronounced, I'm starting to understand. And I don't know if it's just like energetically I'm understanding, but I'm starting to understand. So that helps me a lot. And then just being around people because they'll teach me different words, or I keep hearing like the same word over and over, and I'm like, well, what does that word mean? And how can I use that word throughout my day? So I try to find different things to improve. But I know I could be doing a better job in learning Swahili, and I want to because I need to know what people are talking about. that helps. Since living in Tanzania, do you feel like you have a more healthier lifestyle? Yeah, you must have just caught the lie because that's what the first like 3 or 4 reasons how my life has improved here. But yeah, I mean, from the food to the weather, the people, the walking, everything, I'm healthier. I mean, mentally, emotionally, everything. I feel much healthier being here, which was a huge goal of mine. Save my phone instead. Oh, thank you, Joy. Let me see. Thank you, Joy. We appreciate that. That's usually a sign of deprived love. What? What is a sign of deprived love? Um, yeah, I mean, it's not a huge barrier because you will find people who speak English, but this is a Swahili speaking country, so it's like you need to, if you want to be here, like you want to live here, you need to know Swahili. You can't get by on English. I mean, you can, but It's just you just need to learn. I just need to learn Swahili. That's what I need. That's what I need. Yeah. Anyway, sorry for the quality. I don't know how to make these lives better quality. I buy the highest internet and it still comes off like choppy. Yes, so Duolingo is the app that I was using. I think there's a couple other apps that other people use. I'm not sure. But if you are in the States and you're like, even if it's like you want to come in a year or two, I would definitely recommend like getting through Duolingo or taking like some class online, because the more you know, the better your life will be here, the easier it is, and people respect you more. They really, I mean, even like my little Kidogo Swahili, when I'm speaking to people, they're just like they're impressed that I'm even learning Swahili. Yeah, so she was saying that she learned the basics and it helped. Yeah, it helped Duolingo show. Okay, I've been learning Swahili as well. Where is the beach? Okay, Utah. I have to check that out. That app out. Yeah, but I definitely use Wappy because Wappy is where to. You need to know when you call the Uber, they're always like Wappy, Wappy, like where are you? And then like where are you also going? They want to know before you get on the Uber. But you guys, I'm gonna wrap this live up because I'm exhausted and we've been on for like almost an hour and 15 minutes. So I want people to rewatch the live because I feel like I dropped a couple of gems in there. But thank you guys for hanging with me for the last hour and 15 minutes. And I appreciate you guys. And I believe the next live, I'm going to wait until the 8th month. I think I'm just going to do these like 1 month lives. But we'll see. If something else changes, I'll do a live. But thank you guys for being a part of Full Soul Travel and the journey and supporting the channel and volunteering or just leaving comments, liking any of the videos, all that matters. And if you just are watching me for the first time and you like the vibe and all that stuff, please subscribe because I do have really dope travel content on the channel of Tanzania. Like if you want to see other parts of Tanzania, please watch those videos. They're important because this is such a beautiful country. These things should not be overlooked at all. Like it blows my mind. And I have a bunch of content coming up, some travel trips here. So, Santi Kaka, I've seen so much growth in you, that spiritual maturity. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I have had some. Yes, my sister from that was in India. Yeah, but thank you guys. I appreciate it. So I'll see you guys on the next video, which will probably be tomorrow. And thank you again. Peace and love, you guys. Bye.